StageWon, and I'm here today at the Dance Attic Studios in Fulham to meet the cast of Rhinestone Mondays. Let's go. I'm with Lynn Paul and Sean Williamson, two of the new stars of Rhinestone Mondays. Hello, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Could you each tell me a little bit about the role you play?
I play Brian, who is the proprietor of the club that the line dancers rehearse in, the Sports and Social Club. Brian is desperate for the line dancing thing to take off. He wants to make it a line dancing country and western centre, but this has to work.
I play the role of Sophie, who in Sean's words she's a bit of a minx. Okay. She has a bit of a thing for the leading guy, which is Tom, and it's just really the story of him, giving her the kibosh and her being upset about it. She's just a bit of a tart.
I play Annie, who is the line dancing teacher of the Monday All-Star Line Dancing Club, and I am a single mother of a 3-year-old little daughter. But I also am the love interest as well, so I get to snog somebody.
Brilliant.
And it's not me.
Not you.
Because Duncan is a huge, let's just say he's in touch with his feminine side.
Okay.
He's more Dolly Parton than Billy Ray. Let's put it that way.
To ask the steps questions.
Oh,
first,
go on.
Which I'm sure everybody has. How is it for you two being together for the first time in 10 years on stage again?
Do you know what? It's lovely because since Steps ended, we've both had stage careers, and it's lovely to see how we've grown as performers and actors and to be on the same stage together. I love it.
Yeah, it was a bit weird for me, I've got to say, but we have supported each other in each other's shows and come to see each other. I think the first couple of days of rehearsals, I felt quite conscious about the whole acting thing and doing the rehearsal process with you.
I didn't at all, though.
And I was a bit like,
I didn't at all. It just felt so natural.
It was a bit weird for me, I've got to say, but now it feels very normal, and it's great to have a buddy with me.
Obviously it's a lot based around line dancing. Now Lynn, I know that you're very well trained in dancing. Do you enjoy playing characters which have a bit of dancing in them?
Well, yes, it's really the first time that I've done this, and although I'm trained as a tap dancer, it's completely different. I mean, the way they move is completely different, and it doesn't do what you expect it to do, So I'm finding it tough, to say the least, yes, but I'm thoroughly enjoying it.
I'm obviously from more of a ballet background. No, I dance like a brick, but I love dancing, and I get a great satisfaction from learning a dance which takes me ages and doing it properly on stage. I get more of a thrill out of that than singing or acting.
In every routine, you'll have a grapevine or a box step, which of course is easy, but it's what comes after those, because they're all so similar. You go, what bloody dance am I doing now?
I really enjoy the dance because that's where I come from. That's my background. So that's the bit I find easy.
Both of you also have television acting backgrounds. How do you have to alter your acting style from television to theatre?
It's achieving the same intimacy as television, but being heard in the back row. And you can only do that through a very subtle voice projection, really, that you learn from stage time, don't you? You can only learn it by doing it. Sometimes it's a one-on-one, a very intimate moment. But you've got to, and it does take some experience to do it.
I remember once I did one television scene and I had to run out of a house and scream, and I ran out and everybody went silent watching me, and I said, too much? They said, just a bit. On television, of course, it's less is more.
It's very, very different to being a musical theatre singer. H has been trained, and I think you learn background. But I think I've been very lucky with the musical directors that I've had, where I've gone, how do I do this? How do I hit that note with So I've done it sort of through experience in jobs. Tell Me on a Sunday was my first ever musical theatre show, so I kind of went in head first, and that was quite daunting. And I really, really enjoyed it. I've got to say, to hold a show on your own is quite a satisfying thing to be able to do. but it's great to also be able to stand up against such a strong cast and enjoy it and be able to throw it out there and create something amazing with other people that you look up to.
And not be the weak link either. Everybody is very on a level. It's great.
When the curtain goes up, it's sweaty palm time. You've got to get on with it no matter what happens. If you forget your lines or trip over, just incorporate it into the act. Whereas on TV, you can stop and go again. So there's a huge safety net in television.
StageWon provides a platform for aspiring performers. What tip would you two give to somebody that's desperately trying to make it in the industry?
If you want work, don't rely on an agent. Go out there and create the work yourself. Create a theatre company. You know, talk to musicians. Create a piece. Put it on yourself. Get off your bum and do it.
Yeah, absolutely. No one's going to hand it to you on the plate, and you've got to keep going and going and going and going, and sometime you're going to get that break. Don't take the knockback seriously and don't take it to heart. You've got to get a little bit thick-skinned for it, and you've got to crack on to the next one. As soon as you get a no for that one, on to the next.
Write to people, because I only got my very first acting job 14 years ago because I wrote to Bill Kenwright and asked him would he please see me to give me the job, and 3 weeks later I was on the stage of the Phoenix Theatre rehearsing to play Mrs. Johnston. So write to anybody and everybody. Somebody may respond.
Thank you. And sure?
It sounds like a nasty piece of advice, but I'm not even joking. Learn a trade. So if when you're waiting for the phone to go during those long, disheartening periods when the phone isn't going and you're not being offered work, at least you can go out and cut hair, or you can plumb someone's dishwasher in, or you know, I personally, I sing, so I go out and do cabaret, and it saved my bacon this summer, to be honest.
And how is it singing country music as opposed to sort of your steps pop song?
Are you for real? Do you know what we're doing at the end?
What are you doing?
5, 6, 7.
I am delighted to hear that. How is it performing that again?
Do you know what? It's right for the show.
You know what? The whole thing about this show is it's really light-hearted. It's a romantic comedy. It's uplifting, and you can't help laughing.
But within all that, there's a lot of petty jealousies and rivalries and fights and will they, won't they. The line dancers are working towards this big performance at the end of the show at a big festival, and they've got to be good. Will they bury their differences to bring this performance off? Will they fold, and will Brian's club fold with them?
Yeah.
And it's all sort of peppered with 24 great country and western hits.
It sounds great on stage, and just the twangs of
Just the script.
characters are brilliant.
It's nothing what I envisaged the script would sound like.
No.
It's just literally leapt off the paper.
Yeah.